internet and World Wide Web has already changed our daily life. How many of you have Facebook and Twitter account or Twitter account?
That's how many don't.
How many don't? How many you, or you haven't even? Oh, good. Do we have a LinkedIn? No. Do we have Gmail? I do. Yeah, okay. Definitely got someone. Have you checked has anyone checked the Facebook or Facebook in this session or broadcast the, what happening now? So some people, when we attend some conference, people sort of broadcast events using Twitter, the Facebook. In fact, that's quite effective in the people to know if they don't, in the open day here, perhaps they will using the Twitter to know what's happening here. Another is a big data analytics, because the computer can save all kinds of data. So it's very important for us to sort of extract useful. Some of them might be noise, some of them are not necessarily useful for you, but it's very important to extract some useful insight from this large amount of data. So here are some figures. I'm quickly go through them. If you look at the scale of web, in terms of the number of users, web content, and this web search, for example, Mark already explained the Google, so we got 4 million queries per day in March of 2012. So that's really big. Same case for other area, for example, Facebook and AT&T, and even in the scientific world, and people a lot of experiments generate a lot of data, and these weather broadcasting. And if you're using file share system, you might know that there's a website ISO Hunt, in fact, also store a lot of torrent data. Same case for game industry and film industry. There's a lot of data generated every day, therefore it's a big data issue. What you can expect from our program is that you will learn the fundamental technical aspect of web science of big data analytics. You will learn multimedia, so how YouTube can compress the data, able to process the multimedia information in an efficient way. And you will also learn those search algorithms, how Google, Bing works. Are they able to provide very fast, accurate relevance prediction, for example? And you will also learn how to deal with large amount of data in a cluster of computers. And also try to understand the underlying business model. We're going to talk about these online auctions. We're going to talk about competitional advertising, how those internet-based business make money out of that. And of course, social networks. We have this complex network and social network study. So we're going to propose some analysis about what happens in social network. And we also have some potential options. And so it's a pretty standard program if you look at the syllabus and the number of credits you're gonna have. So we're gonna cover the 5 aspects, the technical aspect of the subject. And nice thing of this is that you can tailor it for your specific interest. For example, you are interested in finance. I want to learn something about financial data mining. You can actually choose some elections related to finance. If you're interested in human-computer interaction, perhaps you can also choose some modules related to that. And MRES is even more flexible in the sense that we're going to design that program that fits to your individual need. It's really a problem-based study. So what I mean is that perhaps you have some problem, some question in mind. We can, in fact, to tailor your study towards that particular problem, and eventually you can choose some projects, choose some modules that fit that you need, and then perhaps after that you can write down the substantial risk project and possibly address that problem. Some people might have some startup ideas, and perhaps you can bring the idea, and we can design, choose some modules so that you will able to perhaps come in with a demo or something that out of that project. the exciting things about is that our projects, especially the summer projects, we have quite a number of interesting projects for you. And as I said, it really depends on what you're really looking for. Our projects sometimes is quite practical in the sense we can work with our industry collaborators to try to identify something interesting to you. So here's some example. So the CrewTalk, in fact, is the system we just started with our students. And the idea is that in the internet, there are a lot of documents, digitalized documents available. The question is whether we can use that to help us to write a certain language. For example, are they able to help us to write English? So this is different with online dictionary where you have the meanings, a sense of the word. But how about the phrase? How about these, the sentences? So this is more like a sentence search. What we have is that we're going to build a sentence search engine. We have built a sentence search engine where we collect these sentences, and then we can sort of, based on the pattern, we will have some statistic in terms of how this particular term or this grammar has been used on the internet. That, in fact, will be able to help you to identify what would be the best way to write certain sentence. Another example is that we got this idea about how to build next generation search engine. And Google does a pretty good job in terms of find what would be the relevant URLs or do the keyword matching very fast. However, it doesn't really incorporate too much in terms of user engagement. Whereas if you look at Facebook, there's a lot of user interactions, but sometimes there be the noise, your personal stuff. But whether is it possible to use social network idea to get a recommendation for your friends, for your social friends, or for the people who have similar interests? We got this idea being put together as a project, and eventually we're still under development, but it might lead to something interesting.